What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while, but I got a bit of a different video for you guys today. I'm going to be introducing a new car to the channel that will be here for a while. It's a car me and my brother picked up together. You know, we went halves on it. Some of you might be able to tell what it is right now, but if not, I'll be showing it in a second. The sun is setting. It's going to get dark pretty quick here, so yeah, let's get into the video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. So without further ado, this is a new car. It's a 2005 Honda S2000. Me and my brother, me and my brother and a few friends, we went out to California to pick this thing up probably a little over a month ago, to be honest. We've had it, drove it back, no AC, expired tags, what else, bald tires, check engine light, you know, all the good stuff, basically, from a Facebook Marketplace find. Actually, it was OfferUp I found this car on. As you guys can tell, it's not stock. It's got quite a bit of work done to it, actually. Obviously, it's painted a different color. I wish there was a little more sunlight so you can see the amount of flake in this green, but it's also dirty right now from the rain. It's been raining quite a bit. So it's got some wheels on it. They're Enkei NT03s. It's got wide body on the rear, just bolt riveted onto the quarter panel, as you can see. It's obviously lowered. It's got some custom exhaust that will definitely be getting redone, because I mean, I don't like that. I'm sure you guys don't like that. So yeah, that'll be getting redone. It's got a Mugen Rep hardtop with completely faded rear plastic or flex, whatever it's called. I mean, you can't even see out of it, so that'll be getting replaced probably with a glass piece, I'm sure, because that's what I plan on doing. It's got, I'm pretty sure that's I think it's Cybon hood, carbon hood. I don't know, I'll pop in a second look. It's got Jay's style fenders. It's got, I'm not sure what the bumper is, honestly. It's obviously a rep. I mean, all these parts are reps, or else the car would have cost a fortune more, but yeah, so this is the new car. Go into a little more detail. Oh, I guess I'll show you guys the interior. Nothing too crazy on the interior. I mean, it's got some rips in the seats, you know. It's got an air to fuel gauge that fits perfect. Pretty much stock, honestly. Missing an air vent, that's cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna sit down and kind of go into a little more detail about it, but I just want to give you guys a quick overview. Like I said, I'm running out of sunlight, so I'm gonna get to it. All right, so a little bit of backstory for you guys. Me and my dad, a little over a month ago, like I said, before we picked this car up, we were out in the garage. I don't really remember what we were doing, to be honest, but it was getting late. It was getting dinner time. I didn't really have a plan for dinner, so he's like, "You want to go get dinner for the family?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. You know, I'll go pick it up real quick, whatever you guys want." And he's like, "You want to bring the S2000?" And I was like, "I mean, yeah. I've never driven that car by myself." So I took the S2000. I didn't go very far, a few miles from home, whatnot. And literally in the car, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I really want an S2000. And a week later, I'm headed to California to pick this thing up. Definitely an impulse buy. You know, I was gonna buy it myself, and then I talked to my brother. I'm like, "Hey, you wanna, you know, go halves on S2000 with me, and you know, we can have S2000 like our dad." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm down." Started looking. This popped up. It's been sitting for quite a while. Pretty good price. You know, I didn't know too much about it. Clean title. It has 107,000 miles now. It had 105, I think, when we picked it up. So yeah, we head to Cali to pick it up, and it was me, my brother, and then two friends. We all went. I text my friends. I'm like, "Hey, I'm gonna buy an S2000. You guys want to come?" And they're like, "Yeah." So I pick them up in the morning, go all the way to. It was pretty Southern California. I mean, a little outside of Los Angeles. Yeah, I met up with the guy. I actually had a video kind of made of picking up the S2000. I didn't really like how it turned out, and the whole process of getting S2000 turned into quite a hassle. So we got there to the guy's house. He's a kid, probably my age, a little younger than me, maybe 17, 18, something like that. And I asked him, I'm like, "So have you driven the car recently?" And he's like, "Yeah, I drove it probably a few days ago or whatever." And I'm like, "All right, look around. It's pretty good condition. Pop the hood, check under the hood. No leaks, no nothing. Like, interior's decent, for being a 2005, it's not terrible." And then I'm like, "All right, I'm interested. Let's go take it on a drive and see if everything checks out, and everything's good before I drive this thing 500 miles back home." And he's like, "Oh yeah, let's go take it on a drive." Sits down, puts the key in. No, it didn't start. It didn't even crank or anything. It just had 0 power. I'm like, "Oh, that's great. Just drove 6 hours for a car that doesn't even start." So him and his dad start tearing the car apart. Me and my friends like, "This kind of sucks. Like, we drove all the way out here to get this car, and it's not starting." So end up probably that, you know, we try to push start it probably 4 or 5 times all the way down his street, didn't start, pushed it back in his driveway, and then they start ripping the inside apart. We check all the fuses, you know, like simple stuff like power stuff, because obviously it was an electrical issue for just nothing, no lights on, no nothing when you put the key in. Check the like I said, check the terminals, check all the fuses. His dad's ripping apart the dash inside, like all the way under this thing, and I'm like, I thought you just drove this thing 2 days ago. And he's like, I did, you know. And then I'm walking around the car a little more, and I hit my friend's shoulder. I'm like, Tanner, I'm like, look at the license plate. The tag's expired in January of 2024. And he's like, that's interesting. So a whole year, a year and a half ago, these tags expired, right? And so I get a little skeptical. I'm kind of bummed out. I'm like, dang, we're gonna have to go home empty-handed when I came here to buy this car. And what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so he's still ripping apart the dash, you know, tearing everything apart. He's like, I don't know what it could be. Thinks he figures it out. We try to push start it again, nothing. You know, he keeps dumping the clutch in first gear, nothing. I'm like, I'm kind of getting annoyed at this point, because it's like, this was going on for like 2 hours. And then, so I'm still looking around the car, you know, the trunk has no carpet in it. There's just a lot of things I didn't know. It doesn't have AC, you know, and this is Arizona and the summers are brutal. So that I already knew that going in, luckily, but it's definitely missing a lot more AC components under the hood than I originally thought. And then I'm looking underneath, and just the whole bottom is covered with cobwebs from like the concrete of his driveway up to the bottom of the car. Like it's like it's been sitting for a year. He said he had the car for 2 years and put 1,000 miles on it. And the more I kept looking around, I'm like, I don't think you put any miles on this thing. Like I said, the tags are from January of 2024. There's cobwebs. It doesn't start. Like the tires are bald, and you know it is completely dirty. It looks like the brakes had surface rust on them. It just looks like it's been sitting for, like I said, the whole time he owned it. Whatever, his dad's having me and my friend like look up. He's like, look up and see what this fuse does, and this fuse, and this fuse. And finally he gets lucky and he switches I don't remember, something on the dash, a fuse. He swapped 2 fuses, or 2 relays, sorry. He swapped a relay, and it wouldn't start with the button, but it would start if we push started it. And I'm still like I gotta drive this thing 6 hours, 500 miles home, and it has to be push started. So, you know, that obviously affected the price. We got this thing for a good price, I'm not gonna lie. It was listed for one price on OfferUp, and we talked him down about half of what it was listed for. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna give numbers. But we got it for a pretty decent deal for being clean title, 105,000 miles. Like, it looks pretty clean. The only thing is obviously it wouldn't start. So I was a little skeptical. I'm like, dude, I'm about to drive this thing like far. And he's like, oh yeah, man, I get it. Like, and he wouldn't really budge on the price. He's like, I gotta get this certain price. I'm like, dude, I came here thinking this car start and ran under its own power. And he's like, yeah, I get that. So we ended up talking him down. And then, yeah, I mean, we just honestly sent it home. Like I said, I had a video planned for you guys and a little bit of clips, but for one, I didn't like how it turned out. And for two, it was just too hectic in the moment and too many things going on that I didn't even really film the whole process of picking the car up. So that's, you know, my bad, but here I am introducing it. This is a car that will be on the channel for quite a while. It currently has developed a misfire. In the 500-600 miles I put on it, it has a misfire. So we got to diagnose that, see what's wrong, fix that. We got the AC fixed, but it went out again. So that's a pretty sad subject I don't like talking about. And then, yeah, just like, you know, replacing the glass in the hard top and kind of fixing some of these body panel fitments. A little cleaning up on the engine bay wiring wise, because it's not done the best. Fixing the exhaust, because I absolutely despise that exhaust. I do not like the way that looks, or it doesn't sound too terrible. I'll throw up a sound clip of it at the end. It's got a little bit of shaking when you get under load in third and fourth gear, like if you're ripping on it. So we got, you know, I'm sure that's suspension work. Other than that, I mean, this is a new car. Welcome to the channel. And now we have 2 S2000s that'll be featured. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm gonna hopefully get a video of me diagnosing this up by the end of the week, maybe leading into Sunday. I'm not sure when I'll get this video up, but if you guys do like this video and like the car, please make sure to comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you want to see. I'm open to ideas. You know, I'm really trying to expand what I do and what I talk about and what I show you guys, because yeah, I don't know, I enjoy doing this, and it seems like there's a good amount of you that enjoy watching them, and you know, I get a decent amount of feedback for, you know, just starting a YouTube channel. I would like to continue to keep doing this. Oh, and I want to touch on, I know my last video was the RX-7. I don't know what happened. I had a bunch of little videos filmed, and I powder recorded a bunch of stuff, and I filmed my dad welding a lot of stuff, but it just, when I put it all together, I just didn't like how the video turned out, so I just didn't upload it. I'll throw a picture of the RX-7 up at the very end of this video so you guys can see what it turned into, or what it looked like at the end. It turned out really good. Customer was really happy with it. We were really happy with it. Yeah, I'm sorry that I didn't post a lot of it, but I just didn't like how the videos were turning out. I didn't like the style, didn't like, you know, the way the videos were formatted, so I didn't want to put that out there because I wasn't happy with it, and I just kind of shot myself in the foot by saying I was going to upload a bunch about it, but then just didn't do it right, honestly. So I'm going to try to start making videos like this a lot more in depth, and, you know, being involved a lot more, and that's why I'm starting with this car. It's got a lot of, not a lot, but it's got a decent amount of issues that need to be fixed, so I'll be bringing you guys along with the process. I'm showing my dad's this 2000, get finished tuning and whatever's still playing with that. But like I said, I hope you guys enjoy these kind of videos, and hopefully you enjoy the videos in general. Hopefully they're gonna be more consistent soon. I'm really trying. But that's gonna be it for today. Like I said, thanks for the support. Can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Make sure to like and subscribe. Peace.